Good morning. It is another beautiful day. It's quite warm again today. Still not going to moan about it though. That little deer was so cute. That was mummy deer. So I wouldn't have told the story, but you would have seen at the beginning of my video, I put a little bit of a clip of a deer running past me in the field. I was just sat on the floor and it just ran past me, and that deer has recently had her little baby, and I happened to come across a little baby in the field, and it can't have been more than a couple of days old, and oh my god, it was too much. It was so unbelievably cute. Anyway, that was the mummy deer who was running past me. And then that helicopter, my god, that was low. That was ridiculously low, but we do get a few low flying planes, well, Hercules mainly. But yeah, I was like, blimey, that's low. Anyway, I have been out for a hack this morning with my livery, which was lovely. I always love it when I can go hacking with someone, much more enjoyable. I only rode Artie actually. In fact, we swapped because I've been trying to think of what to do with Arts and, you know, trying to find him a job, because obviously I don't want to do the other thing. So he needs to do a bit more hacking, and the thing I suddenly realised is that no one else has ever sat on him other than me. So I thought halfway around our hack we had a swap over, and he was perfectly behaved, very sweet, but oh my god, he looks huge. Isn't it funny when you see someone else on your horse? Yeah, so she rode him back home, so that was good to see. Corporal is having the day off. I am just mucking out. I hate mucking out, especially when it's warm. And then in a couple of minutes I've got someone coming up for a lesson, so it'll be good to get it all done before lunch. After lunch I need to just get on and do, you know, like the mundane jobs that I'm rubbish at doing and never get around to doing but need to do. So, and just have a bit of a tidy up. If I can get the stables done before that, all the better. Lesson taught, and it went very nicely. Actually, it's a nice breeze, so it wasn't too hot. What I thought I'd do, climb through the fence, is show you what I did, just if anyone wants any good sort of exercises to do. So we had like a bit of a curve here. I have taken some of it down, and let me just zoom out so it's easier to show you. But it worked really nicely. So if you've got a particularly strong horse, or one that likes to rush, or just one that tends to like speed up when it sees a jump, this can work really nicely. And also it's great for making sure that the rider uses their outside leg and keeps turning and keeps their leg on through a curve. So we've got a curve here. We actually started this, I've got more airplanes in the sky. If you've watched my vlogs before, I get very cross when there's airplanes because you can't hear me. But we started with actually, this is a bounce, curved round to there was a pole between those wings, and curved round to the filler there. So really just probably about half 20-meter circle with 3 jumps on it. And then we changed this back into a spread, and then put that into a fence, and then we had the skinny on the other side. And it's just a really good way to work on your horse's balance, their rhythm, control, making sure you keep your legs on and keep them going through it and they don't rush. Just gonna do entries for next Saturday, which is exciting. As I said, can't wait to get back to a show. Going to Burrows Court, which is actually about 50 minutes from us, so it's not too bad at all. Super friendly there, nice arenas. I like going there. Going to drop Coop back down to Novice Gold, so he's going to go Novice Gold and Elementary Silver. I don't want to push him anymore at medium. He finds the lateral work so difficult. I don't know if I've ever mentioned, but he actually broke his withers about 10 years ago now, and I don't know if that's the reason he finds half pass so difficult, or whether it's just age, who knows, but there's no point asking him to continue with medium when he finds it so tricky. So I want to keep competing him because I enjoy it. He is looking really well at the moment, so I don't think I want to stop just yet. So I thought, let's go back to Novice Gold. So I was only thinking today, oh, Coop popped his stable door open, how well Coop had been doing with his allergies and itchiness and all that. And I was thinking, you know, he's doing really well at the moment. Super zoomed in. And he come in and he's itching like a madman. And I put a different rug on him today because it was so hot. I didn't want him to be wearing this thicker sweet itch rug. And I don't know whether it was the different rug because it's nowhere near as thick. Anyway, this has happened. And I've listened to him this evening, and I could hear him. I mean, my stable's going to fall down one day. I could hear him, and I was like, oh my god, he's been bitten of some description. And he has got 2 little lumps on his neck. Oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do because I think he needs to wear the thicker sweetitch rug so that the bugs can't get through. But I mean, if it's 24, 25 degrees or higher, I mean, he'll just cook. And we can't leave our horses in the stables in the summer because these stables are really hot as well. And yeah, this is the result. More money spent. I've just gone onto eBay and picked up this Shire's Highlander sweetitch rug because I know that Billy has just had one and they're a really good rug and they're lightweight, so hopefully fine for summer. This is turning out to be one really expensive evening, so I'm just going to enter Westwilt now. Oh, why do you end up spending lots of money all in one go? It's always the way. I don't know how well you can hear this. Literally, this is how Corporal will go all night. So when I say it drives me absolutely round the bend, obviously my house is right next to the stables. That's from one little insect bite today. He will just spend the whole night doing that. Just rubbing non-stop. I was just about to go to bed and I thought, actually, I'm going to come out and put some cream on his chest. So the naff, is it like the irritated skin one or something? I can't remember what it was. Anyway, I just thought, you know what, I'm going to cover his chest in it tonight. With any hope I'll get to sleep before he starts hammering his chest on the door again. And you can't see them, but Billy and Artie had already finished their hay nets, little guzzlers. So I've just given them a small amount more, but hopefully Coop might get a bit of rest with him. It's always like trying to break the cycle, because half the problem is that he gets very much stuck in the cycle of scratching or itching or rubbing, and then he can't stop. So trying to stop it, I mean, it hasn't worked, as you can see, because I have covered his chest in cream. Oh, funny noise. And see, that stopped him. Yeah. There is nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do. Good morning. It's the next day. And it rained. Not a lot, as you can see. But I actually did wake in the early hours and heard it raining. And I thought, well, that's good. Because, you know, it gives the plants a bit of water. A really good night with him. He was pretty quiet. Or I was just in a really deep sleep. But I didn't hear much. So I think that naff cream did the job. So I'm going to get on and school him. And get it done. It's the tractor run in our local area, and I got told there was a lot of tractors on it. You won't be able to see, but our tractor that's going, you're not going to be able to see, has just started up. But we might catch a glimpse. I don't know if they're going past us today, but I think someone said yes. Someone said there's about 50 tractors going. So if I see them, I will try and stand on the gate or something and get some video of it. But decided to pour down just as I tacked up. Oh, right, I'm gonna have to go and change my coat now. Even Coop's not keen on it. Look at it. So the rain looks like it's clearing. I'm not sure Corporal's feeling that enthusiastic about schooling this morning. He doesn't look too impressed. Anyway, I thought I would just say quickly what I'm going to do with him today, because then I'll just video bits of it, and I won't do any talk over it, because I talk enough, that's for sure. So, being that he is going to drop back down to just novice and elementary, I literally just quickly had a look through, right in there, Eve, had a quick look through the tests for next Saturday. I haven't done a novice. I don't think I've done a novice in years, actually. I think it's at least 2 years, if not longer. So I just wanted to have a quick look. It's just going to be pretty much what I was doing last time, keeping it basic, lots of transitions, lots of back and forth, just making sure that when he comes back out of canter, he goes back to trot, because he's one of these horses that gets quite, not confused, but I think he gets flustered. And where he's been doing so many simple changes, he is likely just to drop off my leg and think, I need to walk. So just making sure that he knows it's back to trot. There was a couple of halts in there that I want to practice, just so that he remembers he's not doing rein back. So just things like that, really. Back in the hedge as always. very much regretting the coat situation. It's still raining, but it is like a greenhouse. My glasses are steamed up the whole entire time. He's proving I feel so stupid to have not kind of worked this out sooner. This kind of back and forth, more transitions. I think I've let Corporal go. I don't know how to describe it, but I think I'm so careful not to upset him or wind him up or ask more than I should from him that I kind of sometimes like tiptoe around on eggshells around him. Like, I'll ask a little bit, but I won't ask too much. And this new kind of, really sending him forward, bringing him back. And I know this must be hard for him. I'm not taking it away from him. It must be difficult. But I think it's me taking a bit of control over saying, right, when I ask you to come back, you come back. And he is definitely kind of going, no. And sort of just, he's very mouthy and just, he's definitely putting up a bit of a fight. So I'm going to be interested to see what happens on Saturday, because obviously at the moment I'm sending him quite forward, and I wouldn't do that in a test. And I've got to try and find some happy medium with a little bit more expression, but not, going around the arena flat out. But definitely he's really, he's not happy at the fact that I'm kind of asking for him to come back and shorten and then forward again. And probably because it means that he has to sit on his hindquarters a bit more. But I know the feeling is right though, and we're on the right track. It's just whether we can persuade Corporal not to be quite so gobby about it, because obviously if he's opening his mouth throughout the test, the judge will not appreciate that. No one wants to see his half missing teeth. So it's something that I think is going to take a little bit of time and a little bit of work on, but I definitely feel like it's the right way. It's just we've got to try and persuade Corporal not to get quite so cross about it. I'm going to do a little bit more, but I'll take my phone down because it is raining quite hard. Honestly, I literally feel like I'm in a greenhouse. It's so hot and steamy. And bless him, he's a little bit hot, so I don't want to overdo it with him today. But it would be nice that when I put my leg on, he doesn't, open his mouth and charge off down the school. And then when I say come back, he doesn't open his mouth and go sod off to me. So, yes, need a little bit more work on this. But definitely think I'm going in the right direction, so that's good. So, no work for me now. It was a bit of a last-minute cancellation, which I'm not going to lie, it happens. And sometimes you can feel super frustrated by it because obviously it's a loss of money, and I would have done things differently if I knew I didn't have to go to work. But anyway, it's one of those things, and I think you just have to take the positives from it, that now I can have a day at home and I can, chill out, get lots of jobs done. So that's kind of my plan. As you can see, I've just put some brunch on, so I'm going to have some good old beans on toast to get some energy back in me. It is so humid. I can't believe it's horrible. Angus doing a bit of a climbing act. And then I'm going to start with the tidy up, because the stables look like a bomb have hit them. Tack needs cleaning, especially now it's got wet. And yeah, just get some more jobs done. So that's what we all do anyway, isn't it? You never stop, really. So yeah, but first, fuel up.